if it's gonna give me the coverage that I'm looking for. Yeah, we're about to find out today.
Whole lot of rocks in the bus down when it got 10 and I went and got up. Bella thought it came back to the crib, wanna eat me out the back of the back.
Hello beautiful, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kee Samone. If you are new here, I want to say welcome, and if you're returning, I want to say welcome back, girl. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing something just a little bit different. Y'all know I do, makeup, beauty on all of the things. I wanted to try out a new foundation. I just recently went to Sephora and got a bunch of things, but there's something that I've been meaning to try, and I'm very picky about the foundations that I use, concealers, all of those things, because your girl has acne prone skin and I have hyperpigmentation from years and years and years of having acne as a teenager, as an adult. And so I'm very, very picky when it comes to getting a new foundation, getting a new concealer. So normally when I find something that I really love, I just stick to it. But I was feeling pretty spontaneous and I've been seeing some great reviews of the Fenty Pro Filtr Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. The shade that I got is 360. And yeah, we're just gonna give it a try today. If you love these types of videos and you want to see more, go ahead and like this video. Leave me a comment down below. That just lets the YouTube algorithm know that this video is really good and it's gonna be helpful for women like you. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on your post bell notifications so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And then also don't forget to slide on over to Instagram and TikTok and follow me there at _Kee Samone. And yes, girl, let's just go ahead and get straight into the makeup because I'm excited to see what it's going to do for my skin, if it's going to cover it, if it's going to give me the coverage that I'm looking for. Yeah, we're about to find out today. Before we get into the makeup, I want to kind of go ahead and give y'all like a close-up look of my skin. I don't have on any filters, any smoothing effects right now. I don't have do I have any active breakouts? I have like one tiny pimple right here, and a little something going on over here, a little something going on right here and right here. But really, for the most part, I don't have any active breakouts right now. So I just want to give y'all just an up close and personal look at the hyperpigmentation that I have going on. It is pretty dark up in here and on this side as well. And then also a little hyperpigmentation on my forehead as well. Those are really my main areas of concern, and that is what we are gonna be looking forward to, okay? Along with the Pro Filtr Soft Matte Foundation, I also got the We're Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer in 2 different shades. I got a skin-like shade, and then I got a highlight shade. I got 360 like I did in the foundation, and I also got 260 as well. So we're going to be trying those out too. I am starting on clean skin. I did my skincare, I hydrated. And what primer do I want to use? I do not have a Fenty primer, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I absolutely love this primer. It gets super tacky on the skin. It gets super, super tacky on the skin, and I absolutely love that. But one thing that I will say is that it does curdle a little bit. So once you've like smoothed it out to a certain extent, you're definitely going to have to like pat it in. That way it doesn't like curl up on your skin. All right, and as you can see, you see that bounce off my cheek? It's like creating a little wave there. So love that. Got the face all primed. These are the 2 concealers that we got. One is slightly darker than the other. This one looks a little dark, but hopefully it'll be good. I didn't even wet my beauty blender. Un momento, girl. Let me go wet this beauty blender. Pro tip, if your beauty blender is not wet, damp, soaked, and then like dried a little bit, what are you doing? Okay, we are back and got our beauty blender nice and damp. I'm gonna go in with the darker shade just because it is a little bit more the color of my skin. And that's what I typically like to go in and do, is to conceal my dark spots first and then go in with my foundation over it. And put my concealer over the dark spots that I want to conceal. And also what I'm gonna do is let this kind of dry down and get tacky. That way that I am able to concentrate the product in these areas, because if you start trying to blend this out and it's still pretty wet, all it's gonna do is spread around and not really conceal those areas in which you're really trying to conceal. But the formula is pretty creamy. Like I said, I'm trying these products out for the very first time. So this is also kind of like a first impressions review. Okay, so I have the concealer on where I would like to conceal my dark marks. And like I said, I'm just going to let this probably sit for like maybe 3-4 minutes and let it dry down. Okay, so I have let this sit for probably about like 5 minutes, and we're gonna go ahead and take my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend. Yeah, that's good and tacky, and I'm just going to blend out that concealer. And this is pretty much the technique that I use for my normal makeup application. So okay, so we're getting pretty good coverage. Pretty good coverage with just the concealer itself. And y'all, please pay no attention to this raggedy finger. Oh my God. I get my nails done tomorrow, and that nail just, it said, nah, girl, we done. We done. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I feel like that I could kind of have a little bit more coverage right here, but we're just gonna keep going and see what we get to. And now it's time for us to go in with foundation. Again, this is the shade 360 Soft Matte. I matched this in the store, so hopefully it's right, girl. I'm just gonna pump a little bit on the back of my hand. I think I'm gonna do maybe just 2 pumps. Not very much. I like to put foundation on the back of my hand and then just swirl it a little bit and apply with my fingers, because I don't want to do too much. I don't like to look too cakey, and the fact that I already have hyperpigmentation that I am, you know, battling to cover, I still want to make sure I get the most coverage possible, but I also don't want to look like cakey. Like, we're not going for clown. We're going for, you know, a very Dummertsy look. We're going for a very demure, I'm not doing too much. So that was like the perfect amount. And this really feels like butter. Like, I love the way this feels just placing it on my skin. It feels really good. So now I'm just going to blend that out. This brush is like a flathead. I love blending out my foundations with like a flathead, like buffing type of brush. So, oh, this is very, I can tell this is about to be very matte. This is something that I'm not used to. A lot of my foundations, or like just products that I've been using on my face lately, are very like dewy and moisturizing. So that's kind of new for me right now. Okay, overall, really loving the application. Can't wait to see what the dry down is. So far, I feel like that I probably could have went just a tiny bit heavier on the concealer underneath, and that probably would have gave me a little bit more coverage right up in here. Right up in here. I don't know if that is showing up on camera of what I'm seeing in person, but right there, you can see some hyperpigmentation peeking through. So what I'm gonna do is just take like another like little small dab of this foundation, just the tiniest little bit, just for that little area. So just the tiniest little bit, and kind of concentrate that right there. Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna keep y'all zoomed in at this length. I feel like y'all can see the makeup a lot better. a little bit closer. So I'm gonna go back in with that same concealer that I started with and go in under my under eyes. I do like to brighten under my under eye, but before I do my brightening, I like to give it like a really good neutral base, because your girl has dark eyes, okay? Well, dark under eyes, I should say. My brightening concealer, I'll go ahead and put that in the areas that I'm gonna be brightening, just so it can have time to set. So I'm gonna do some right there in the middle of my forehead, and a little down my nose, and just a little bit right there on my chin, and a little bit right there over my lip. So I'm going in back now with my beauty blender. I'm gonna go ahead and blend out that under eye. I really love this concealer. Like, this concealer is so creamy under this eye. I mean, it's creamy everywhere, but I'm loving this concealer. Like, why am I just now trying it? I also like to go over the lid of my eye. I don't always do a lot of shadow and things like that, but like I said, I have darker eyes. Like, my eyelid and under my eye is pretty dark, so I like to make sure like I have a good base. That is really, really smooth. So I kind of consider, I wouldn't say hyperpigmentation, but just to like focus on the coverage aspect, I'm also evaluating this concealer and foundation for, you know, coverage for the under eyes as well. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and add my highlight shade that I did in between my eyebrows and on my nose and on my chin right here, just in the inner area, and allow that to get tacky while I blend out my other concealers. Okay, like a good little gentle highlight, not nothing too crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and do like my bronzing contour. Then we will come back and blend out this light under. Okay, so I have went ahead and did my bronzing. So now we have a little bit more warmth to the face. I'm gonna go ahead and blend out my lighter shade of concealer here. Okay. Give a very good brightness to that inner corner. I'm gonna bring a little bit more up here on my forehead again. Wow, this looks really good with my cream contour. I'm mostly focusing on just like the concealer and foundation for this video. So if you want to see like a full routine of everything that I'm doing and the products that I'm using, then make sure you leave that down in the comments below. This is more so I wanted to focus on like what the coverage was giving, and so far it is not disappointing. Okay, I'm not even going yay, I cannot yay. It's definitely giving me exactly what I was looking for and exactly what I was expecting. So let me zoom in right now so y'all can see what the coverage is looking like. Okay. She's giving hyperpigmentation where? Hyperpigmentation where? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, which is pretty much gonna consist of just setting the face, adding not the rain, really doing this big one. I really hope that y'all are hearing me clearly, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face, do my blush and all of those good things, and then we will come back and I will give y'all like my final review, because the foundation will have had time to like oxidize a little bit more, and yeah, I can give y'all my final thoughts. Okay, girl, so I have finished my completed look. The only thing I didn't do is setting spray because I'm not really going anywhere. But y'all, so my final thoughts, and like I said, I'm a very like natural, like don't want to do too much, you know, very demure, very cutesy type of makeup look girl. And for someone with very, very dark hyperpigmentation on fair skin, lighter brown skin, yeah, in the case of the Pro Filtr Soft Matte Foundation, which is definitely giving matte, okay? So make sure you all exfoliate if you have any dry skin. But it's really, really smooth. My face, it kind of resembles velvet almost, and that's kind of funny because I just used her new blush, which is the suede powder blush, but it just gives very much so soft matte, like exactly what the name is. So I'm definitely gonna give this a 10 out of 10. As for my hyperpigmentation, yeah, hyperpigmentation wear, the concealer is so creamy as well, and I'm pretty sure that that definitely, both of those working together absolutely did their job. But here is a close-up, and if I can, I'll put like a side-by-side of my before and after from my hyperpigmentation. Yeah, but if I must say so myself, okay, this started off as just a review pretty much mainly for the soft matte foundation, but the We're Even hydrating concealers, like these are about to go together real bad in my makeup routine. Yeah, I'm so glad that I picked these up. Let me know down in the comments if you've tried this foundation before, if you've tried this concealer before. Let me know what you think about the wear of this foundation, how you think that it really, you know, covered up what I have going on, my hyperpigmentation, my acne breakouts. And also let me know if you plan on trying this if you haven't already. I know I'm a little late to the party. I know the girl's been on the soft matte, okay, but she definitely, like, I'm obsessed. And like, I feel very lightweight, like my face feels very lightweight. Like I don't feel like I really have a lot on. A lot of the other products that I used were Fenty as well, so yeah, everything just went together very, very well. If you would like a more in-depth routine, or if you would like to see me try out anything else on my hyperpigmentation acne skin, make sure that you drop that down in the comments as well. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it, girl. If you did, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. That just lets YouTube's algorithm know that this was a really good video and that it will be able to help another woman just like yourself that is looking to make sure that she gets the face sitting, even if she has a little acne and hyperpigmentation. That ain't never hurt nobody, okay? And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on your post bell notifications so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And then also go ahead and slide on over to Instagram and TikTok and follow me there at _Kee Samone. And yeah, girl, I'm in love. I'm just in love. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll just see you all in my next one.
Yeah, I be looking like that, what the fuck? We pull up in that eye, that rust of that color, and then we gon' pop out of that truck. Look your windows, I'm fucking it up.